What's going on, everybody? And today is the second day in the bulking program that I'm on, and trying to get every calorie, but the weight is not moving much. The weight is not moving much. It's been a week, kind of stagnant. So we're gonna have to push, man. We're gonna have to push with something. The goal has to be achieved. The weight has to increase. The scale has to go up, no matter what. I'm gonna keep escalating the whole thing, escalating, until it gets achieved. Because this is the goal that we set in the cycle or in this training program, and it has to get done, right? So, second day, about to put my calories in right now. Didn't hit a lot of calories today. I'm actually slacking on the calories. Not eating the calories that I'm supposed to be eating, which is something that, no matter what you do, man, look, I don't care what you do. If you're not eating the calories, you're not gonna grow. If your aim is to increase in muscle mass, it's just it is what it is. There is no way around getting the calories in. You get them through liquids. You get them through food, through rice, through whatever. Obviously, you want to eat healthy, because whatever else you're doing, supplements, compounds, you want to eat healthy because you don't want to add any more damage to your body. So, healthy stuff: rice, whole grains, complex carbohydrates, protein, and whatnot. All the stuff, man. Right now, just drinking a little protein shake with some electrolytes and some carbohydrates after the workout. And the biggest sign of a trash protein is a protein that doesn't mix well. That's the one of the red flags. That the protein that you have is pretty much bunk, man. But you know what? You try different brands, and one day I'm just gonna come up with my own protein brand, because most of the protein brands out there are trash. And here's one thing with people that struggle so much to get in the calories. Look, if you can't eat the food, you can just drink the calories, man. I mean, there are so many ways. Like, you can put whatever you want to put in the blender and just drink that shit. Like, you can put the rice and whatever, the beef, the salmon, in the blender, literally with a bunch of milk, blend it and just eat it. Bodybuilders back in the day used to do what with the protein shake? They used to put meat in the blender, blend it, and then drink meat juice. This was before they had the whey proteins and stuff like that. So they literally drank meat, raw meat, put it in a blender and eat it. You can do the same thing. You can blend. You know what? This is my next supplement line. Just food juice. No food, just food juice. Rice, 3 cups of rice and 10 ounces of chicken breast. And, 100 grams of broccoli in a juice. So you have all your meals, just drink them all day. That's it. You don't have to eat nothing. For people that, because eating, the problem with eating, and even, eating, meal prepping, man, you still have to eat the stuff. You have to store it somewhere. Think about storage. Think about all the logistics, right? Storage of the food. First of all, cooking, acquiring the food, cooking it, if you're the one who's going to cook it, eating it, and then you have to deal with, okay, your stomach is full, you're not hungry, all this stuff. You might want to take, ghrelin stimulators, all these different things. That's a whole different class of supplements. But even with the meal prep, which is you don't have to worry about cooking and nothing like that, you still have to worry about storage. You still have to worry about temperature. You still have to worry about eating it. You still have to worry about, I'm not hungry. I can drink something all day, but I can't eat something all day. So I can literally keep drinking jugs and jugs and jugs of liquid food. Liquid food, man. That's it. But sometimes I just can't eat all day. How am I going to get my 4,000 calories a day? My whatever, 100 to 200 grams of protein. Just blend, liquid food. So I've been experimenting with that. Might put this out as a product for everybody else to use, and just to make the process a little bit faster, which is what it's all about. Making it run faster. That's what technology is all about. That's what human advancement is all about. It's all about reduction across the dimension of time, reduction across the dimension of energy, which is valued or measured by money. Energy is measured by money. Today, had 2 eggs in the morning, maybe about 5-6 slices of whole wheat bread, a protein scoop. What else? Also, one thing I want to talk about before I log in my calories here is something very important. A lot of guys don't think about the whole, like I said, I talked about this before, the holistic aspect of a human. The holistic aspect of the human, which is I'm trying to maximize in this training program. I'm trying to be very intelligent, and I'm going to share with you guys a lot of my protocols, a lot of my things that I use to be very intelligent. Very ripped and swole. There is a specific weight that I want to get to, a specific look that I want to achieve. So that's the body, this is the mind. And then there is the dimension of aesthetics, just looks. You don't want to lose your hair, right? So when you lift a lot of weights, that increases the testosterone a little bit. Around 10% of your testosterone converts to DHT, maybe a little higher, maybe a little lower. I'm going to share this with when I share my blood works and the results for my blood works, for my labs. And my 5-alpha dihydrotestosterone was pretty high, actually. It was pretty much above range. I'd like it to be low. I'd like my dihydrotestosterone to be low because I don't want to get the effects of it. You have to have it in your system, but I think it should be, I think DHT, if not in the mean, or in the middle range, in the median range, I think it should be towards the lower end. I don't think that it should be definitely on the higher end, above the higher end, which is, for me, it was above the higher end. You're going to get a lot of things like that. A lot of things that, not just hair loss, the higher the high DHT increases the probability of hair loss, but just prostate problems, enlarged prostate, and later prostate cancer and things like. You don't want to deal with stuff like that. You want to measure your DHT, you want to measure your PSA levels in your labs, and you want to get them under control from a young age. You don't want to have excessive dihydrotestosterone floating around in your body, and to do that, you're gonna have to dial in some 5-alpha reductase inhibitor, whether it's type 1 or type 2, right? So, everybody knows finasteride, dutasteride, stuff like that, and other things. You can use it topically. Some people now use it topically for the scalp, for hair loss, but I'm talking about even systematically. Systematically, not just topically, you want to get it under control. Why? Because you don't want to have prostate problems. You don't want to lower the probability that you get prostate problems in the future. And lowering DHT is going to, at least in part, contribute to that. So that's one very important thing I'm going to talk about when I talk about my health and optimization program for people. And all of the experience that I've had over the years is not just limited to the body. It's not just constricted to the body like I talk about all the time in my videos. It's about 100% the perfect human, reaching the most perfect version of you, right? Cognitive function, the brains, the body, the health, the longevity, the looks, everything, man. So a lot of these things might conflict with each other, and you have to keep track of a lot of stuff. You have to keep track of a lot of things. So one of those things that you have to keep track of is DHT. Gotta keep DHT under control. I just naturally got my labs, which I'm gonna share and in detail in the next video. I might even do in this video, and I'm gonna explain to you guys a lot about the details of what you should look for when you get your labs. And some of the problems that I have, I've had 3 things that I've had problems with: the MCV, the dihydrotestosterone, and the HDL. Right? When your good cholesterol is low, you want to get it higher. When your bad cholesterol is high, you want to get it low. Right? These are 2 things you have to be careful with. When your red blood cells, sometimes you have 2 problems with the red blood cells. Sometimes your body's red blood cells, the size of them is either too big or too small. That can be indicative of a problem. When your body's not producing enough, too much or too little of red blood cells, that can be indicative of another problem. That can, cause another problem. So gotta be careful with this stuff. Gotta watch all this stuff all the time. Watch your blood works. Gotta watch your estrogen levels. Gotta watch your prolactin levels. Nandrolone fans, they're gonna know what I'm talking about. Nandrolone fans out there, they know. You know what's up. And this is just some of the stuff. So now I'm just gonna log my calories here. Whole wheat bread. About basically about 6 slices today, and you talk about 2 eggs. Talking about 2 large boiled eggs, and then we're talking about a scoop of whey protein with a Powerade. With a scoop of the not very good brand whey protein, but I had to get it as an emergency. What else we talking about? We eating and basically didn't get much calories today. So today, man, very very low. I might have to drink the rest of these calories because damn, I'm only at 827. I mean, I'm just gonna put right now the scoop of whey. But I'm only at 827, which is ridiculous because I have to, at least my minimum is 3,600. Protein, we got 66.5 grams of protein, 137 carbs, 22 fats. 1,007 calories. It's not enough. It's 4:45. It's 5 p.m. It's not enough, man. I've been experimenting a lot. I'm definitely, investing in a blender and blending your food, just drinking that stuff. I think this is it for me. I think this is the solution that's gonna, because you have to get creative, man. You have to get creative with solving your problems. Always think positive. Always think, how can you find a way to push through this stuff? Always find a way. If you're poor, find a way to get rich. If you're skinny and you want to get ripped and swole, find a way to get swole. If you're dumb, find a way to get smart. Start studying physics, mathematics, controlling your brain, doing memory palaces, organizing your brain. Really build a second brain. It's easy. Everything can be done. Anything can be done. Whether it's the brain, the body, financially, anything. And the aim of this channel and the aim of the Perfect Human project is to show people that you can do all this stuff. Focus on a cognitive function. You can switch from having very high level of cognitive function to being ripped, at the same time being ripped, having the greatest body, at the same time being financially in great shape in life, by providing value for people and providing actually good things that people are actually able to use across multiple dimensions of mathematics, physics, computer science, and even biology and other fields. like chemistry and whatnot. So blender, I think a blender might have to be something that have to invest in, because this is it's getting ridiculous. Trying to get all this food in. I don't know. But anyways, now it's time to get the rest of the calories. So basically, we're short 2593 calories. I'm short today. Calories, man. Calories are everything. You can measure the advancement of human civilization in calories. That civilization that produces more calories, 9 out of 10 will beat the civilization that produces less calories. It's just energy. You can measure it in calories. You can measure it in joules. You can measure it whatever measure of energy. Calories is just one of the ways to measure energy, to measure nutrition specifically. But you have to get these calories. You know what I'm saying? So right now, I'm gonna be cooking some rice. I'm gonna be cooking some fish, some salmon. I'm gonna be trying to start just blending my fucking food, man. Blending the fucking food, man, because this is getting ridiculous. I need to take the food with me places and stuff like that. I have to put it in jugs. Like, can't just carry these plates of foods everywhere. Like, sometimes you gotta go to stuff, gotta do jobs and stuff, gotta go to work sometimes, do business. You just can't carry plates and plates of food everywhere. So, about to cook my rice. Come back here, eat about maybe 2 cups of rice. And about 100 grams, 150 grams of salmon. Unfortunately, it's farmed. You want to get the wild caught, obviously that's gonna run you more, but it's the best option, it's the healthiest to not eat the farmed fish. So going to cook the rice now, and we'll be back. What's up, everybody? So I'm back with another meal. Basically about 6 ounces of salmon fish and about maybe 20 ounces of bar-boiled rice, which is my favorite type of rice, with some seasoning to basically try to get myself to 30 to 100 calories. It's not easy to get to 3,600 calories a day. It's a lot of weight, man. It's a lot of food. Actually, I might have to adjust that a little bit. I might reduce it a little bit. And if you understand, why bodybuilding is such a challenging job to undertake. I mean, all this food sometimes to shove down your throat, you have to get like ghrelin stimulators, stuff like that, so you're able to basically shove all this food down your throat. I don't have access to a ghrelin secretagogue right now. To help eat all this food. But basically, some people should do it through weed. THC, I'm not a fan of that. That's gonna mess up my brain. I can't focus. I can't concentrate on THC. Some people do that. I don't advise that for bodybuilding. Bodybuilding is gonna mess up your whole bodybuilding protocol. And you're gonna end up bodybuilding on eating Cheetos and Doritos and stuff. That's not bodybuilding. I've been starving yesterday. Didn't eat a lot of the calories that I was supposed to eat. So today I'm making up for that. Which brings me to a point, which is, and I've just talked about all these different subjects here and there. Like, can you bodybuild on one meal a day? If you're able to get the 3,600 calories in a meal, can you be a successful bodybuilder or not? Now, can you cycle your meals across the week? Meaning, can you, let's say, instead of getting your meals every day, can you instead get them in 2-3 days and have less caloric intake in the rest of the days of the week? Can you actually do that? There's also another experiment, and still get your overall caloric requirements. So let's say 3,600 calories a day times 7 days a week. That's 25,200. Now, let's say if you're able to eat half of that in 2 days, and the rest of the days you're not eating much. Would that be a good protocol for bodybuilding? Or would you make the same gains, provided that you revolve your training around the days where you're eating your calories and you have the most release of energy and glycogen? Would that be a successful protocol? Another area of research that I want to get into, maybe try sometimes. So much experiments to do, so much things to try to see if they work or not. To shake up all these things, to try to find the sweet spot between bodybuilding and cognitive function and aesthetics, looks in the body, all these different things. That's why I want to experiment in the first place, because like I talked about before, eating so many frequent meals that contain carbohydrates and whatnot is really not the best strategy for cognitive function. If you want to cross bodybuilding with cognitive function and be really smart and study mathematics and AI and stuff like that, you can't really be eating 7-8 meals a day. Time wasting, carb comas all the time, lethargy from the carbohydrates, from all these meals. Not even good for your body, right? You might get diabetes like that because you keep your body releasing insulin all the time by taking all these meals, and not just meals that have carbohydrates. So they definitely release a lot of insulin. Your body has to release your blood sugar to be stabilized. You keep raising it, stabilizing it. A lot of load on the pancreatic system. So it might end up messing up your pancreas and getting diabetes and have to start taking insulin. Not for bodybuilding purposes, but for survival purposes, because you messed up your pancreatic system, abusing it too much, eating too many frequent meals a day. So that's another benefit of trying to experiment with restricting the calories in a specific time function, right? Because that's going to provide a lot of health and longevity benefits. Dr. David Sinclair talked about this a lot in his videos and stuff like that. I don't want to keep going over. Intermittent fasting is definitely helpful for the body. Eating even below your maintenance calories have been shown to increase longevity. But as a bodybuilder, if you're not going to do that, at least do the time restricted function, which is you eat your calories in less amount of time. And that would be actually a great supplement, which is a ghrelin booster or a ghrelin secretagogue. There's ways to do it over the counter, but there's literally a ghrelin secretagogue that you can take to stimulate your appetite and have you eat a lot more food. Um, seasoning your food is another way. But one other thing is to check actually your ghrelin levels. That's one thing that people don't talk about. You can check your ghrelin levels to see if they are deficient. If they're low. And if they're low, they're going to have a problem with appetite. You might try to check your thyroid levels. All types of things, man. But you know what? These things, man, they open doors. They open a lot of doors for research, for experimentation on the human biology and the human anatomy and how the human body works. And it opens doors just to get better, to find ways to do things better. These experiments really are a way to get better at the science of the human body and understanding everything. Man, that's a lot of rice. So at this point, I'm probably have like 3 more ounces left, but I'm just full now. I'm just stacked right now, stacked with rice. So I'm gonna have to look up how many calories in the cooked rice. Because the app that I'm using doesn't give me a proper. I feel like I got way more calories than what it gave me. Because this is just 20 ounces of boiled rice right here. How can this be like, I don't know, 200 something calories? I mean, it says that white rice, 20 ounces of white rice have like 773 calories, man. This is crazy. And the app is only giving me, see here, 283 grams is only giving me 348 calories. I don't think this is right. 283 grams of rice. How much is that? That's the tricky thing with these apps. They don't have all the foods, man, and sometimes you have to estimate. That's one thing about calorie counting. Like, this is a huge difference right here between this. I mean, that's the difference between 700 and some calories and 283 calories. It's a huge difference in calories. Like, it's almost a 500 fucking calorie difference. Like, can't be that much. It says there's 170 calories in 1 cup. White, should I measure based on white rice? Because I can't find a boiled rice. What? I mean, okay, boiled rice calories. 5.5 ounces of unenriched cooked gives you 194 calories, right? So I just took I just took 20 ounces. So that means I just took 705 calories from that rice. Cooked, parboiled rice. And the app just gave me 348. Are you kidding me, man? How is this even possible? Look at that. Well, you know what? Actually messed up a little bit because I didn't put the grams right. Now I put the grams right and it gave me about 700 calories, 696. Okay, so now it's more like it. And the salmon is 242 calories, 5 ounces of boneless cooked salmon. So now we're at calories remaining 1655. 1,655 calories remaining. Okay. Still a lot of calories. I might have to add mass gainer. Just get those last 1,500 calories a day through a mass gainer, because I don't think that this is gonna do it just by food. So I'm gonna have to eat probably another meal and a half of this one more time, just to get the rest of the calories in, the rest of the 1655 calories. But we'll see. Anyways, this is today I'm at 1945 calories as far as now. Workout's done. Just a volume workout, not much intensity today. I've been doing a lot of intensity. Just wanted to keep the muscles, pumped. Just wanted to get a pump. That's all. No intensity. Wasn't doing much intensity today. Just trying to get the calories because I didn't eat the calories yesterday. Feeling so weak, so deflated. Didn't want to push the body. It can be very, stupid to push the body when you don't have the calories and the proper nutrients in.